So today we came to our plumbing class day 5. Okay. So last day, like we were dealing with different pipe sizing. Okay, pipe sizing by different methods like WSFU method, uh, plumber's chart method, and loading unit method. We have studied different methods of sizing the pipe. Okay, three different methods we have studied. So today we will be dealing with head calculation. Head calculation. Okay, this head is very important to calculate the capacity of the pump and all. So we need to know how much should be the pressure or how much friction loss is happening. Okay, this all or the pressure, all these things depends upon the head. We'll be calling as head. Okay, so when you go and you try to purchase a pump, they might be asking what should be your head. Okay, what should be the head of the pump and what should be the discharge. Okay, and these things are the main things that they may ask. And this head depends upon the length and the height of the pipe lengths. Okay, depending upon the length. Uh, okay, so you because of more head, you sometimes you need more capacity. Okay, more capacity of the pump. So today we'll be going. Initially, we'll be going to deal with head, head calculation. It's just a simple thing only. It's just a chart. Okay. Have actually the person who have you have already, if you have gone through the previous videos, this will be attached to that only. Okay. Uh, so anyways, I will show you the head. Okay. Head calculation. It's just a chart. If you will just understand the first, uh, first row, you will be able to catch up with the all other rows. Okay. So I will share our screen. So I believe you can see the chart, right? You can see the chart. Let's see. Yeah, this is the chart. Okay. So you have pipe numbers. Okay, or node. You can write pipe node. Uh, Design flow. You can write design flow, or you can write Q, which means discharge, liter per second. Pipe size, velocity, head loss, head, okay, drop, available head, actual length, head loss, minor losses, total head, available head. So these are the things that we need to know. Okay, available head and total head. So how you got these things is it depends upon a question only. So this is the same question. Okay, those who have already gone through the video and those who are regularly attending the class, they may be knowing this, right? So this is our question. We are going to find the head load calculation for this particular question. This was the same question that we were trying to find out the pipe size. Okay, by loading unit method, Columbus chart method, and WSFU method. Okay, this was the same question. So with respect to the same question, we are going to find out the head. So not to find out the head, this length is very important. You can see this height. And here you can imagine this is the ground floor. Ground floor. This is the first floor, and this is the roof. Okay, this is the ground floor, and this is the first floor. So this is the ground floor. This is the first floor, and this is the roof. Above the roof only we have kept the offset tank. Okay, from here a pipe connection is being coming down. It is being distributed here two ways. It is going to water closet, bathtub, wash basin. To this side, it is going to wash basin, water closet. Again, it is coming to the first floor. It is going to wash basin, shower, and water closet. The left side, it is going to the kitchen sink. So this height is very important. You can see this much is 0.2 meter. This difference is 0.15. This length is 3.3 meter. From here till this much is 0.2 meter. This height is 0.15 meter. From here till its bottom is 3.3 meter. So this height is important to know the drop, to know the drop. It is negative or positive. So if the water is coming from top to bottom, it is positive. If the water is coming from here, it is going to up. It is negative. Okay, negative force. Okay. So let's see. And here we have different nodes. Okay, node, like what do you mean by node? Means we are going to find the head of different node. Like AB is a node, AB is a node, and BC is a node, CD is a node, DH is a node, DE is a node, DH is a node. So you might be knowing, right? We have already dealt with this node only for piping, for sizing the pipe. We have seen different pipe size according to the node. Node means EF is a node, EG is a node, DE is a node, DH is a node, CD is a node. So you might be knowing what is this node. We already know what is the pipe size of this, right? By the help of three different methods. We already know what is the pipe size of EF. We know the pipe size of EG. We know the pipe size of DE. We know the pipe size of EH. We know its pipe size by three different formulas. For example, by loading unit method, we have found out all these pipe sizes. We have already found out these pipe sizes. So here we are not trying to do the pipe size, but rather here we are going to find out the head, total available head. Okay. So when you are trying to find out the head, this loading unit method, from loading unit method, we have found out the pipe size as well as the discharge also we have found out by the help of a formula. Q is equal to A into V. So I think you are remembering that. By the help of a formula, Q is equal to A into V. We have already find out the discharge as in liter per second as well as the pipe size. We have already found out. So in that loading unit method, you were having a column. I will just say first one is node, then description. If it's a water faucet, you can write water faucet. If it's a shower, you can write shower. If it's a wash basin, you can write wash basin. Then you have found what is a loading unit. Then you have found the discharge. Then you have found the pipe diagram. Okay. The loading unit will be getting from the chart. I am just explaining about the loading unit method. Okay, because what not the head, this loading unit method is also important. We are taking the values from the loading unit method. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that by the help of loading unit method, we have found out the pipe size, right? So from that pipe size, we are taking that pipe size and we are inserting in the head calculation that tabular column, okay, to find out the head. So what all was there in the loading unit method, I am just explaining. We have already seen that. First it was node, then with respect to that node, we are describing what is that node. Here we have water faucet, wash basin, etc. etc. Then we know the loading unit from a chart. Then we have found the discharge. Okay, we have found the discharge from the chart. Then we have found the pipe diagram by the help of Q is equal to A into V. The velocity is 0.8 meter per second. Okay, that is the constant. So from there we have found out the D value. Okay, so we know discharge and we know the diameter of all the nodes. We know the diameter and we know the discharge of all the nodes. We have found out this node. We have found out this discharge and the pipe diagram by the help of loading unit method. Not only loading unit method, we have found the pipe size by the help of WSFE method as well as plumber chart method. So I think that is very clear for you. So if you are not clear, means you go to the third and fourth day. YouTube link, the video link that I am sharing. Go there and see how to find the pipe size and discharge by the help of loading unit method. So when we find the discharge and pipe size of these different nodes, now what you have to do is that you have to insert here. I've seen all those things. You have to insert here. So here it is given SL number. First SL number, you can write 1, 2, 3, 4. Then pipe numbers AB, BC. So what is this AB? This AB is this one is AB. This one is AB. We are going to find out the head of this AB. AB. We are going to find individual A, B, B, C, etc. So first we are trying to do with AB only. We are coming from top till bottom, okay? AB. And you know what is the height of AB? This 0.2 plus 0.15 plus 3.3 plus 0.15 plus 0.2, which is 3.3 plus 0.15 is 3.45 plus 0.2 3.65. That is the height. Okay. So I'll go to the head. AB. This is AB. Okay. This is AB. Go to AB. So don't worry about this. If I explain this first one, rest everything will be easy for you. So if you want to draw, you can draw. Shakil, do you want to draw this? Do you want to draw this? Okay. Do one thing, draw this. I will explain the first two, then the rest you can do as a homework also. Okay. Uh, it's very easy. If you know the first two, how to do the first two, you can do everything. So first you do one thing, Shakal, and Kranti also, if you are free to do that, you can do that. Draw this much column. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 columns. You don't want to write 15 columns, 14 is enough. This is remarks, no problem. 14 columns you can write. And you can write this first two. This one. 1, 2, 3 till 15. You can write A, B, C, D like that. Not A, B, C, D, A, B, B, C, C, D. These are different notes, okay? Once you finish, let me know, okay? The same flow only, liter per second. You can write capital Q here. This is pipe diameter in mm. You can write velocity in meter per second, head loss in meter per 1000. This is head. This is drop, positive or negative. Available head. This is E, this is F, this is E plus F, D. The natural length. Head loss A, minor losses 30 to 40%, that is B. Total head A plus B, that is C. Available head B minus C. This is C, this is D. These two, AB, these two values 0.66 and 32 you will be getting from loading unit method. We have already found out this pipe discharge and pipe size. The pipe size of AB is 32. We have already found out by the help of loading unit method. Okay, so you can write this two also. And the same flow of BC is 0.43 and pipe size is 25. This is not 0.2, this is 20, okay? Finished. Okay, Shahil, what you have to write this is that these two values are also given, okay? 0.66 and 32. So you may ask from where you get this 0.66 and 32. This 0.66 is the Q value, liter per second discharge, and this pipe size is 32. That we have already found out last day. The loading unit method for node AD, node BC, node CD, we know the pipe size and we know the design flow Q value. Okay, by the loading unit method, we have already found out these two values. You can copy from there. If you have written, you can copy from there, or you just directly copy this. And this is, KL is how much? Yeah. 0.1, 0.3. This is 20, okay, 20 mm only, not 0.2. These two values are also given values only, okay. We have already found out this value, so don't forget this. We have already found out by loading unit method these two values. So in order to find the pipe size, we have to, for a loading unit method, in order to find the pipe size, we need to have to find out this discharge only. We have already found out this discharge. From discharge, we found out this diameter of the pipe. So these are the diameter of the pipe which is being already found out or solved by loading unit method. So you can copy from there, or you have written, you can copy from there, or you can directly write this code. Once you complete first, second, third, and fourth, let me know. All these things we have to find out. Okay. Okay. So AB, we are dealing with AB. Okay. So if you have that question with you, just let me show you this AB. We are dealing with this AB only. This AB. AB. This we are dealing with AB. Okay. So one second. Okay. What is the doubt?
Sir, please open the table, sir, again.
Table. Not this.
13, slide number 13. Sir, in this, how come velocity is different in each pipe, sir? Like we assumed that velocity as 0.8, right? Because of that only we got diameter, right?
Yeah. Now for finding out this, head, okay, we are just comparing what should be the velocity by the help of a tabular column. And I already just explained about the Thiessen-Williamson table, right? So from that table, we are just going to see what should be the velocity with respect to this body. Okay. First, I will explain this. Okay. Then, if you have any doubt, you may ask. Okay. So with what you said is correct only. Now, for finding out the head, just we have just seen what should be the correct velocity. What should be the velocity? Okay. We have already found out the velocity by the velocity 0.8. With respect to that only, we have already found out the pipe size as well as design flow. So if you go and see there, you can see that value is correct only. But when we are trying to deal with going it, the actual diameter was not 32, something like that. It was 32.2, or instead of 20, it was 14 or something like that, or 18, something like that. With respect to that, we have rounded and we have already written this. All right. Now we are just finding out the velocity with respect to this chart. With respect to a chart, we are going to find out what is the actual velocity. If flow is 0.66 and pipe size is 32, what will be the velocity we are going to see? This won't be the actual velocity. Okay, when we calculate. Okay, so let's see. So what we have Kranti asked, let's see what should be the velocity with respect to the chart. With respect to the chart. So first, how you got the 0.8. So 0.8 meter per second is the actual velocity we got. So here it is shown as 0.86. There will be some minute changes up. Okay. There will be minute changes. So there won't be very large change, but let's see. 0.8. How you got 0.8? 0.8 by a chart. Okay, we got 0.8 by a chart. So let's see. We have used Hazen-Williamson in a chart. So 0.66 is the design flow and 32 is the pipe size, and we are going to see what is the actual velocity. Okay, what is the actual velocity? So you can see here, this is the table for finding out the friction as well as velocity. Okay, this is called as Hazen-Williamson's table or Hazen-Williamson equation, because with respect to Hazen-Williamson equation only, we got this chart. Okay, so C means, you know, it is a constant, it's 100. HF means head loss in meter per 1000 meter. V is the velocity in meter per second. We are going to see what is the velocity. Okay, so what is our meter per second? It is 0.66. So if you are taking 0.66, it is not necessary that we have 0.66 here. Okay, we are taking the value which is coming very closer to 0.66. That is 0.66. It is very good. Okay, so let's see this one, 0.66 and 32. The answer might be 0.8, but here we got 0.86. So we can see how we got this 0.86. Okay. So design flow is 0.66 and pipe size is 32. Okay. You have to keep that in mind. So 0.6, it is meter per day is shown, meter per second is also shown. And this is the different pipe size: 15, 20, 25, 32, 40, 50, 65, and 80. And HFB, this is the friction loss and this is the velocity. So let's see what is the friction loss and velocity according to the Hazen-Williamson equation. So this is meter per second. So 0.66, correct? So there is 0.40, there is 0.4629, 0.52, 0.57, 0.63, then 0.69 only. There is no 0.66. So what we do is that we will be taking a value 0.69. That's why you got 0.86 there. Correct? If you are taking proper 0.66 with that 32, you may get 0.8. Okay. So let's see here. It is 0.6365. It is 0.6944. So we got 0.66. It is coming in between this. Understood? So 0.66 is coming closer to 0.69. Right? So our pipe size also we know it is 32. So with respect to 0.69 and 32, what is the friction loss HF? It is 57.02. Okay, it is 57.02. And velocity is 0.86. Okay, you can take it from here, or if you want to know the correct value, you just find out the value by the equation, same equation, 2 is equal to 80 into velocity. So you may get 0.8. Okay, you can take from here, you can take only the approximate value because there is no 0.66 here. So you could take only the value which is coming closer to it. So that's why you got 0.86. If you want a correct precise value, you go for the formula and you can find it out. Which formula? Q is equal to A into V. Q, you can insert Q. Okay, and you know what is the area. We can take area equal to pi by 4 t square. Okay, so d equal to 32. With respect to that, we can find out the velocity also. Both way we can find out. This is a very easy way. If we already know the start, we already know the pipe diameter. So from this Hazen-Williamson equation, we can find HF and velocity. Or if you want to know value, you can go for the equation. That's it. That's why we got two different values here. So I think that is clear for you, right? So here we got 8.56 as the velocity. Okay. And head loss is how much you got head loss? Head loss is 57.02. 57 is not 5.7. Okay, they have written in meter only, right? This is meter. Here I have written in mm. So this is 5.7. Okay, let's see. So this is head loss in meter per 1000 meter only. Okay, this is head loss in meter per 1000 meter. That's why it is 50. Where is it? Yeah, yeah. It is HF is 57.02 and velocity is 0.86. So if you are writing head loss in meter per 100 meter, it will be 5.7. You got the difference? If the head loss in meter per 100 meter, it will be 5.7. Because if the head loss is in meter per 1000 meter, it is 57.02. Okay. So I think here I have written, see, head loss in meter per 100 meter only. So 57 will become 5.7. That's the difference. Okay. We can write here 1000. Then you can write here 57. So anyway, whatever thing that you want to write, you can write it here. Okay. So if you write here 1000, you write 57.02. You are getting what I am saying, right? So this what you will be getting from Hazen-Williamson table. So somewhere here you can write, or if you forget, okay, you can write here from reference. You can write like this: reference to appendix D. Appendix D means this one only. Okay, appendix D table, Hazen-Williamson's table. Okay, then initially there won't be any head. Initially there won't be any head. After that only there will be head. And there might be a drop also, they have given a slash. But there will be a drop, okay? The drop in the sense positive or negative. Positive rise or negative. So positive means when the water is coming from top to downwards, it will be positive. If the water is coming from the bottom, it is going up against the friction, it will be negative. So here it is positive or negative. Here this AB will be positive or negative. The water is coming from up, correct, from top to bottom. So it will be positive. So how much should be the head, or not head won't be there. How much should be the drop? What should be the height? 0.2 plus 0.15 plus 3.3. AB 3.3, right? What is the drop? 3.3 plus 0.15 plus 0.2. That is 3.65. 3.68 is positive, okay? If the water is coming from here to, it is going up, means you can take this negative. If it is from here to down, you can take it as positive, okay? So now it is positive only. The water from this roof tank is coming downwards. So you can take this positive, okay? And the positive, drop will be 3.3 plus 0.15 plus 0.2. That will be 3.65. Okay, so you can write here 3.65 itself, okay? You can write here 3.65 in the case of F. Right, 3.65. Now available head, it would be 3.65 itself because E plus F. E is 0, E is 0, F is 3.65. You can write 3.65. So you got, you know what is AB? You got 0.66 and 32 from Hazen-Williamson equation or table. You got 0.86 as the velocity. If you are using the formula, you may get more precise value. Head loss per, if it was 1000 meter, you could have written 57.02. If you are writing 100 meter, you have to write 5.7. Head is, there is no head. Drop, you can write as positive plus 3.65. Available head is add this drop, you will be getting 3.65 itself. Now actual length. Actual length also 3.65. You can take that also 3.65. Okay, you know the actual length. Actual length will be, I'm just excluding this because there won't be much length. 0.2 plus 0.15 plus 3.3. That is the actual length. So 3.3 plus 0.15 plus 0.2, it is 3.65 itself. So right there 3.65. 3.65. 3.65 actual length. Now head loss. How to find the head loss? You can just write a formula. Shakal, you can just write a formula. If Kranti also want to write, you can write formula. Others, you may just have a doubt how you got this 0.21. Okay. So how you got this 0.21 is the formula of head loss is equal to actual length into head loss per 1000. Actual length is equal to head loss. Head loss is equal to actual length into this one. Head loss per 100 meter or per 1000 meter, whatever you have written. So here, Shakal, you have written for 100 meter or for 1000 meter. Have you written here 5.7 or 57.02? Or 100. Okay. So you just write for 1000. Okay, if you are writing for 100 also, no problem. Okay, no problem. Okay. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
So just actual length is 3.65. Head loss is equal to, you got 0.21, Kranti?
0.208, sir. Yes.
Okay, 0.21. So what about Shakal? Or equation, okay, equation I will say, Shakal. Actual length into head loss by 1000. This one. You multiply this actual length into this head loss per 1000, okay? Head loss per 1000. Head loss per 1000, okay? Divide by 1000. Or here you divide by 100, okay? Per 100. So 3.65 into 5.7 by 100. Let's see how much you got, Shakal. So 0.208. So it is 0.21. So is there any doubt for Shakal? You got 0.208, okay? This 0.21. Okay. Now what about the minor losses? Okay, the minor losses is 30 to 40%. 15 losses will come because of the elbow and reducer and all those things. So what you have to do is that 30% of 0.21 will be how much? 30% of 0.21, how much it will be? Is it 0.06 itself? 30% of 0.21. Right, this is A, okay, and this is B. Minor losses. If you are taking minor losses, 30% of head loss, how much it will be? 0.063. Okay. Okay, you can write 0.06. So now total head loss will be this, you can write as C equal to A plus B. So 0.21 plus 0.06 will be 0.27. And available head will be D minus C. What is D? 3.65 minus C will be 0.27. So 3.38. So 3.38 is the available head. Okay. So you got, if you want to get total head, you add this both, then available head, this plus, sorry, D minus C. Available head minus total head will be the, this available head in meter divided by this will be the actual. Completed this first column, sorry, first row. Okay. Now coming to BC. BC Q will be 0.43 and 5 6 will be 25. They are going to be getting from a loading unit method. This is we have already found out. Now velocity 0.94. 0.94 from you can get it from the formula as well as you can get it from Hazen-Williamson district. Hazen-Williamson table 0.43 and 25. 0.43. So it is 0.4051. 0.43 and 25, right? Velocity is 0.94 and HF is 85.55. 85.55 and sorry, 85.55 and 0.94, correct? It is per 1000 meter, okay? So what they have written? Yeah, 0.94 and 8.55. You can write 85.55 or 8.55. So if you are writing 85.55, you have to write here per 1000 mm. 1000 mm. Okay. So same way, you know, you got this board. Now this head. Now there is a head. Okay. From where you got this 3.38, this means this available head will be the head here. This 3.38 will be the head at BC. Okay. So you have found the available head in AB. That head will be the, you will be having a head, okay, in AB. That head will be the value of BC head, okay, 3.38. Okay, you know that is AB and BC. So this is AB. So you will be having a head here. Then this is BC. This is BC. This is AB and this is BC. We already got an available head in, you know, calculate a head in AB. That head will be there in BC also. So, so what you have to write there? The same value you have to write there, okay? So you can write 3.38 will be here, this 3.38. 6.63 will be that same, 6.63. 6.43 will be this 6.43. 6.21 will be this here also 6.21. Okay, so rest I will say what is the difference. So BC you got 0.43 to 25, you got 94, sorry, 0.94, 8.55, 3.38. Where you got this 3.38, you got it from this head, available head. Then you have to write it here. Then drop, how much will be the drop? Drop 3.65. How you got 3.6? It is positive 3.65. 3.65 BC. How they got 3.65? Yes, BC. Okay, this is B and this is C. So B to this top is going to, this is 0.15 and this is 3.3. Same as that of 80. So 3.3 plus 0.15 plus 0.2. How much? 3.3 plus 0.15, 3.45 plus 0.2, 3.65. So right there, 3.65. At the drop, it is positive, right? From D to C only. It is positive. Coming down, it is positive. So 3.65. Right there, 3.65. 3.68 positive. And available head, how much? E plus F. 3.38 plus 3.65, 7.03. Actual length, how much? Same. Length of BC will be 3.65 itself. Then head, how to find out head? Did you get 0.31? How to find out head? Formula will be actual length into head loss per 100. Did you get 0.31? How to find this head? 0.31. Actual length into 3.65 into loss. 6.55. Zero point 312. Okay, you got 0.31. So write that 0.31 here. Shahil, you are getting the answer, right? Any doubt? Did you get 0.31? Randi, did you get 0.31?
Yes, sir. I got.
Okay. Shahil, did you get 0.31? Are you there? Okay. The same way, minor loss 30%. Then total hit A plus B 0.31 plus 0.09 0.4. Then available hit D minus C. Okay, the same way you go for CD also. The 6.63, what is the design flow 0.35 20 that you have already found out. Velocity you can get it from that table. Okay, Hayes-Williamson table. Head loss also you'll be getting it from the table. Then head will be 6.63. This 6.63 will be coming here. Okay, and drop is it is not showing any drop. So let's see why it is not showing any drop. CD. It's not positive. It is not showing positive or negative. So what is the CD? Where is CD? Yeah, this is CD. So it is not coming from the top or it is not going up. It is just going horizontal. So you don't want to write any drop. There is no drop. Okay? There is no drop because the water is not coming from up to down or it is not going from down to top also. So this CD there is no drop, so you can keep that blank. So you can keep this blank. Then available head, how much it will be? E plus F, 6.63 plus 0, 6.63. And actual length, how much? It is shown in here 1. So I think the length is already given there, 1. Let's see. Yes, CD length is 1. You can see here 1 meter. Okay. So right there 1. Then what will be the head loss? Head loss will be 0.16. So the same formula. What is it? Actual length into head loss per 100 meter. Okay. When you are multiplying that, you'll be getting 0.02. Then total head loss is equal to A plus B. 0.16 plus 0.04 equal to 0.2. Then available head will be D minus C. D is 6.43. C is 0.22, which will be 6.21. Okay. Now coming to this EF. EF also will be in case of EF design for will be 0.1, pipe size 15, velocity 0.59 from the chart. So we need also from the Hayes-Williamson chart. Head is 6.21. It is 6.21. That head you got it from here. This head will be 6.21. Drop is negative, it is showing. Negative 0.4. EF. EF is minus 0.4. So that's minus 0.4. Now you got minus. If the water is coming from the bottom to up, it is negative. Okay. So it is EF is showing minus 4. So what is this EF? EF. Yeah, this is EF. EF. And its length is 1 meter and this height is, you can see, it's 0.4. So this 0.4 is coming upwards. The water is coming downwards. From down it is going up. So you can take this as negative. Drop is negative. 0.4 meter is the negative drop. So 0.4 is the negative. 0.4. Then available head, how much? So, available head, how much? 5.81. If you are adding 6.21 5.21 plus minus 0.4, you will be getting 5.81. Then actual length is 1.4. Actual length is 1.4. Okay. Length of EF. EF, you got 1.4. EF, you got 1.4. How you got 1.4? This is 1 plus 0.4, 1.4. Okay. You got 1.4 there. Then head loss, how much? You know the formula. You will be getting 0.09. Minor losses, 30% of 0.9. Then total loss, 11. Then head available, 5.7. Now coming to the EG, here one difference is there, so don't forget about that. That's why I have allowed you to come till this match. Now coming to EG. EG means EG. That is EG. EG. This is EG. In this EG, this E is a common point for EF also. Correct? EG is a common one. DE and EG and EF have a common point. What does E? Okay. So for EG and EF, the common point is E. Okay. So don't forget that. So EG height is 1.8. 1.8 meter. Okay. That also you just keep it in mind. EG. Correct? EG. Yes. EG. So design flow and pipe size you will be getting from loading unit method. Velocity you will be getting from the chart. This head loss also you will be getting from the chart. Then head is 6.21. So if it was like this, 3.38 it will be coming here, 6.63 will be coming here, 6.43 it will come here, 6.21 comes here, 5.7 instead of 5.7 it is 6.21 itself. Can you understand what I am saying? Can you recognize the difference? 3.38, this 3.38, 6.63 you have to write here 6.63. This 6.21 will be coming here 6.21. The same way if it was 5.7, the 5.7 should have come here, but it is not 5.7. Still, this 6.21 came here. Why? Because for EF and EG, the common head level is, or the head point is EF itself only, E itself only. Okay, that's why the 6.21 came here also. That head is, it has the same head. Okay, which means that 6.21 same head. For EF and EG, it has the same head because it is starting from this part only, starting from this E part only. So the same head will be common for EG and EF. Okay. So when we do a similar thing, you can understand much better. So this, you don't write this 5.7 directly to this side for EG. You have to write 6.21 here itself. You have to write 6.21 here. So the same way, then it is minus 1.8. Top is minus 1.8. Available that it is 4.41. The same method. How you have it before. We can do the same method. And coming to DE also, you can do the same method. Okay. And CI also same method. DJ also same method. Okay. And JK also same method. Everything same method. Now you can continue the same method for finding out the head. Now coming to KL. Now coming to KL, design flow is 0.1. Pipe size is 15. Velocity will be getting it. We are dealing with KL, okay, 11 to 1. Velocity you will be getting it from the appendix D table. Head loss also you will be getting from appendix table. And head, which is 3.09. So actually this 3.09 is coming here. So you can write here. Again, after the negative drop of after head, available head is 2.6. Again, this 2.6 should now come here, but again, this 3.09 is again coming here. This 3.09 is coming here. Understood? How this 3.09 again coming here? It should be 2.6, right? No. It's 3.09. Why? Because KL and KM has a same common point. KL and KM. Where is KL and KM? KL and KM is having a same point K. So with respect to that is the head. Understood? So you have to write that as the head there. 3.09 is the head there. So here also 3.09 here. So that's what I said. This 3.38 will come here. 6.63 will come here. 6.43 will come here. 6.21 will come here. 5.7 won't come here. 6.21 only again it will be coming because it is same point EF and EG. Now again it will be coming back to the old term. Okay. Now you can see here for DE it is not 3. You can see for DE the head is 6.43. DE, okay. DE is 6.43. Okay. 1 second. I think I have written 2 times DE. Okay. Here DE, EF, EG. This is DH. Okay, not DE. This is DH only. Okay, this is D, not D already is that DH only, okay? That is DH, okay, not DE, because DE is already there, okay? So DH, you will be getting the flow, you will be getting the pipe size. You will be getting the pipe size. You will get velocity, head loss from the chart. Then head, it is 6.43. It should be 3.73, but it is 6.43. From where the 6.43 came? It has taken from. It is taken from here. With respect to CD, the CD's head will be the available head will be the DH head. Okay, so let's see what is the relation between DH and CD. DH and CD. What's the relation between DH and CD? DH and CD, yeah. For DH and CD, there is a common point called as D. Okay, so this D will be the head. So are you clear? You understand what I'm saying? So
yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So if there is any common thing, if there is any common thing, you can take that head. You can take that head. Okay. So similarly, you can find different pipe size, and this design flow will be a given value, or we have to find out by a formula by using any one of the method. Mostly loading unit method. Velocity and head loss you can take it from the Williamson's table. Then head you can get it from the top value available head. You can write directly there. Then drop, if it is coming from top to bottom, it is it is positive. If it is coming from the bottom to top, it is negative. It is going horizontal. You don't want to calculate that. There is no drop. Then available head you can calculate, that is E plus F, D equal to E plus F. Then actual length you can just add that length which is given. Then head means A. Okay, that formula that you already know is actual length into head loss. If you multiply the actual length into this head loss, you will be getting this value. Then minor loss, 30% of this head loss. Okay. Then total head will be the addition of A plus B, and available head will be B minus this minus this. Okay, available head minus total head. So similarly, you have to find it for all other values. Okay. So for today, this might be enough. So as a homework, you can write and you can find out the head. Okay, till OP. And one more
Sir,
thing is that
sir, for OP it came 1.33, right? So what should be the minimum available head, sir? 2 meters.
from OP you got 1.3.
No,
From
you said
1.3.
you said the minimum head required to is 2 meters, right?
Correct.
So for last two BO and OP, it is coming 1.8 and 1.33, right?
Yeah, but
So
still,
now,
yeah, we have to bring it to 2. Because minimum 2 should be there.
so now how to adjust, like how to do rectification, sir?
So actually, what happened is that this we are checking here. We are just checking by the help of a small formula. Okay, but this we have to do it by the help of a. So here we have to change according to this. Because why this came was 1.33, because this value we have just directly taken from the Hayes and Williamson equations and all those things. Okay, so because this is not actual value. If you are finding out by the help of formula, you'll be getting the actual value.
So suppose if the head loss, like whatever may be the things, suppose if it is if it is coming less than 2 meters, then how to correct it, sir? Like
How to
we need to
correct?
increase the
Yeah,
pipe
we have
diameter or what?
no. We have to normally what we are doing is that we are increasing the height of the overhead tank in such a way that you know uh,
Sir, usually in any building, overhead tank will be fixed, right?
the
So
overhead
we
tank will
cannot.
be fixed. What we do is that we'll be if it is not possible, what we do is that we'll be giving them a booster pump. At least we'll be asking them at least you should have a minimum of 7 meters. You should give. If that is not possible with them, we have to give a booster pump with VFD. So according to that, we can set its pressure. That is the way that we are designing. So in the normal case, 1 or 2 story building for a normal house, if the client agrees to we can just keep a stand on the roof of a 3 meter height. Then from there, we will be allowing the water to come to different fixtures. So provided that, we'll be getting at least, 2 meter head. So if it is not, means we'll be adjusting in such a way that we'll be sizing the pipe in such a way that we'll be keeping this head in 2 meter. Or we have to give a booster pump or a pressure pump in such cases, because some clients won't be allow us to keep a tank with an elevated height because of some aesthetic view or something like that. In such cases, what we do is that we'll be suggesting them to keep the booster pump, so that we'll be having an available pressure of 2 meter head at the each end. Or we have to pipe the size in such a way that we have to keep the available bed in 2 meter. Then we have to reverse back and we have to find out the pipe sizes. Okay. So this is not end. Okay, this is OP. One more thing is that OQ is also there. Okay. Now this will be coming lesser only OQ also, but this is just a thing. It's just a tabular column only to find out the head. Okay, so this 1.33 is less than 2, but better to bring it to 2 meter. Any more doubts? So tomorrow we will be dealing with, it's an important thing. Tomorrow we will be having a topic how to find out the overhead tank size, underground tank size, how much should be the pressure, like that, how much should be the head and all those things we can just see detail. So tomorrow's class, don't miss it. Okay. So tomorrow we will be just seeing a problem. In that problem, we'll be finding out the overhead tank capacity, underground tank capacity, pump pressure, or not pump pressure, pump head. We'll be finding out. Okay, all these things. Okay, we'll be keeping in mind. Okay, so if it is less than 2, also it is not an issue. Okay, if it is less than 2, also not an issue. But what will become? But better to keep it in 2 meter. Okay. So for the time being, we can stop it here. Okay. Now, actually the head meter to supply water directly to all water supply fittings should be a one-story building. The story should be 7 meter high, and then you will be getting a proper head. If it is a two-story, it should be having the height of 12 meters from the ground level. Then only you will be getting the proper head at the end. Okay, at least 2 meters. Okay. So yeah, so always we have to adjust this in the pipe diameter in such a way that we have to get the head in. Head as 0 point. It's not 0.3, it is 2. Okay. So yeah, so we can stop for today. Is there any doubt? Is there any more doubt?
No, sir. Sir, why design as per NBC is not discussed, sir? Like we used to follow in India only NBC, right?
Yes, NBC only. So in the case of this pipe sizing, we are doing with NBC itself only. Okay. NBC in the sense like what we do is that for the water supply, minimum pipe diameters are there. That minimum pipe diameters are they are taken by NBC only. Because for each fixtures for supply or discharge, we need a minimum pipe size. That pipe size is being given by NBC only, NBC core only. And rest the pipe size now, main pipe size we are doing by WSFU method. Anyways, there won't be any much difference in the pipe sizes. So for finding out the main pipe size, we are using WSFU method. For individual pipe size to each different fixtures, we will be using NBC, National Building Board.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Not only that, in order to find out, that's what I said. In order to find out, this different, individual pipe size, we use NBC. Not only that, for finding out the how much liters of water consumption per day, that also we will be doing with NBC. So always we are not taking everything by the help of NBC. Some days we will use IPC or depending upon applications. Okay. So we are not sticking on to NBC itself. We can use other codes also. Yeah. So this is for today. So tomorrow we will be dealing with some other topics, water supply in buildings and its and storage capacity, how to take it, and all. So we'll be doing a problem. By doing that problem, we will be having a idea about if you get a project, how to design all those things. You'll be okay. So when coming to plumbing, there is nothing much, study. It is there, but the design point of view, the pipe sizes. That is one of the important thing. Then we know the tank sizing. Okay, not only for the water supply, for the discharge also. Then these are the important things that we have to know. Then we can be coming with hot water, hot water pipe calculations and storage capacity calculations, etc. Okay. That are the important things that we consider in the design point of view. Okay. So rest of the things that we have to understand it. So how much should be the head? What should be the minimum velocity? Okay. What should be the velocity for main pipe supply? All those things we have to keep it in. So yeah, that's all for today's topic. I think it's clear for you how to find out the head. If you got an answer, or if you know the pipe size as well as its flow, from there you can easily find out the head, right? So I think that you have understood. So I think there is I think there is no much doubts left. So see you tomorrow. We'll send you the link. Okay.